Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Truth. This is going to be a very, very short one because one, my battery is low on my phone and I can't hook it up to the charger at the same time while I use it. And two, it's kind of late and I got stuff to do. I did want to share this with you though. I've been moving and busy a lot, but I did want to stop, pause, and give you this little tidbit. This episode is called Muscle Memory. Okay. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because at this time of year, we are getting back into the swing of things. A lot of us are resuming our regular routines and stuff like that. I'm a teacher, as you know, so a lot of us that work in the school system and a lot of us parents that have kids that attend school, we're getting our routines back together. We're trying to get things in order and all of that. And so I just wanted to share something with you. It's been a while that I've known that like working out, exercise really helps my body. Like it helps my back feel good. It helps me be more flexible and limber as I move through the day. I don't wake up with aches and different things like that. So I wanted to get back into the groove of working out in the morning instead of the evening because my evenings sometimes are, crazy, unpredictable. I might have too much stuff going on and I can't do what I need to do. So if I exercise in the morning, it's a lot more consistent for me. But the challenge is trying to do that and also having to be at work early in the morning. I wanted to share with you how I did this. And then that led me to another thought. So we'll get there in a sec. So, what I did was I knew that I was going to have to go to the gym at 6 a.m. I like to do pool workouts, so I had to practice going to the pool at 6 a.m. I didn't start out with that though. I started out just with let me go to the pool, a couple of times out the week and, 3 to 5 times out the week and just see how that goes. I did that for a week, maybe two, and then it was going well. And then I started gradually making that time go back earlier and earlier. And then I'm the type of person that like if I'm unfamiliar with something, like they do lap swim at my gym early in the morning. I had never done lap swim before. I was a little intimidated just by the name because I don't really swim laps back and forth. I do pool workouts like athletes do, okay, with weights and different things like that. So anyways, I asked one of the lifeguards one day when I was there on like a quiet day, asked him some details about the what the early morning swim time looks like and stuff like that, and he made me feel a little bit more comfortable with what to expect and that. And so then I started doing it. I started going a little earlier, like 8 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock, and then eventually I went at 6 o'clock. Well, guess what? When I started going at 6 o'clock, I started making friends. I started seeing these same people every day. It's like the best part of my day now. I love waking up early in the morning, looking forward to getting in the pool and then the hot tub and then the steam room. And I'm out the door by 7 o'clock. And I did everything that I wanted to do. And if I plan and prepare right, then it's not that big of a deal. I have a lot of hair, but if I plan and I prepare right, even with the pool, it's not a big deal and I can get out in time. I don't care about, makeup or not or whatever when I'm going throughout my day. I don't care. So I can throw on some mascara if I need to or some eyeliner or whatever. Like that's really all I wear. I put on lip stuff for y'all pretty much. And if I'm going somewhere for real, for real. But other than that, it's chapstick and it's, whatever. Real simple. So anyways, I got my system down. And it feels so good to know that I'm able to do that now. I got that part down. That's the easiest part of my day now is getting up and going to the gym first thing in the morning. And I actually enjoy doing it. It did not start out that way. I had to like make myself go. And then I realized, hey, even when I don't feel like it and I make myself go, I never regret it. I never come out of the gym regretting that I made myself go. Okay. Now, shifting gears a little bit because I cannot leave you without talking about God. But this made me think of how we also have to practice that muscle of faith. Like we have to work at that. It's not something that just happens automatically for everyone. And in every situation, it's not, our faith is not always the same. There are certain things that happen that, can freak us out and make us get scared. And then we forget that, hey, there's this thing called faith that we can always practice and exercise, right? This little muscle of faith that we could exercise on the regular. And what I learned and what I realized is that the more that we exercise our faith, the more that we lean into our intuition, God telling us, God prompting us to do certain things, and the more that we just kind of lean into hearing that still quiet voice and trying to follow what we feel like we're led to do, from one moment to the next, and really checking ourselves at the door, like making sure that we're not in our ego moving on our own trying to say that it was God telling us to do something, like making sure that this is God's voice that's telling us to do whatever it is. Okay. The more that we do that, the easier it is to hear Him, the easier it is to lean on Him instead of our own understanding. The easier it is to just, practice and exercise our faith, regardless of what's going on around us, no matter how crazy the situation is, no matter how scary the situation is, our default becomes our faith. Just like it's my default now to make sure I got my gym stuff ready for the morning. It's not work anymore because it's just my natural default. It's the thing that I do. Okay. And so faith is also the thing that I do. No matter what's going on, faith is the muscle that I always try to exercise, no matter what the situation. And the more that I do it, the easier it is, and the more that it becomes my default. And I don't have to think about it first and try first. It's just something that I automatically do. Muscle memory is something that we automatically know how to do. We automatically remember how to do. Even when we thought we forget or when we get off track, we automatically know how to do that. If you haven't ridden a bike in forever, but you do know how to ride a bike, when you jump on a bike, you automatically remember how to ride the bike. And so that is all muscle memory. There are some things like we can drive places and we're not even, we're paying attention, but we're not really paying attention because we just know how to get where we're going. And so while we might be paying attention to the traffic on the road or whatever, we're not mentally concentrating on, oh, I have to turn right here, I have to turn left there, because it's muscle memory. We do it all the time. We go to the same places all the time, so we automatically know where to go. So I want to challenge you to a couple things. I want you to first challenge yourself to do something that is good for you, something that makes you feel great, something that elevates you to the next level, something that empowers you, makes you feel confident, makes you feel strong, makes you feel proud of your progress. Whatever that thing is, I want you to scale it down into like baby steps, and just start taking one baby step and then start taking another baby step, and keep doing that until you get to where you want to go. Write your goal down, what you want. Like I literally wrote my goal down. I want to go to the gym every morning from 6 to 7 a.m. I want to be out the door at 7 a.m. so I can be on time for work. Okay. I planned that out, and I thought about like, what do I need to do? How do I need to make sure my hair is, or what kind of swim cap do I need, or what do I need for this, that, and the other? How do I need to pack my bag so that this can go, smoothly and all of that? And I went through all of those things, and there was a lot of trial and error. And give yourself that leeway. If you're trying to do something brand new that you've never done, give yourself the baby steps, and then give yourself the leeway to practice it, to have trial and error, to mess up a little bit, and expect that things aren't always going to go smoothly the first time or even the second time. And you may have to tweak something the third and the fourth time before you get it locked down. But eventually, the more you work at it, the easier it will get, and it will be easier to incorporate into your day. The second thing I want to challenge you to do is exercise your faith. Whenever something comes in front of you and it looks daunting, it looks like overwhelming, it looks scary, whatever the case may be, exercise your faith. Try your best to silence your thoughts, silence your inner chatter, and just talk to God. Tell Him what it is that you're concerned about. Lord, I'm scared. Lord, I don't know what to do. Lord, help me get started. Whatever it is, give it to him and then shut up. Leave it alone and just trust. Trust that he's going to guide you one step at a time. Ask him to show you what to do. And then don't do anything until you know what to do. I don't care if you're just sitting there. Sit there and don't move until he tell you what to do. Or and remember, he talks to all of us in different ways. So he may give you the urge to go wash the dishes, and then while you're washing the dishes like he told you to, now you're getting the thought that you needed to get that then leads you to the solution for whatever it is that you're trying to work through. Okay. God works in mysterious ways. He doesn't do everything exactly the same. So just, really keep that in mind. Allow him to be him. And however it is that he communicates with you, whether that be in a dream, a vision, a word, just, instinct, one thing to the next. And then, maybe you hear a confirmation from another person, a sermon, scripture, whatever it is, allow him to speak to you in whatever way is best for you, and trust that he will do that. But guess what? He will do it more if you ask him to. So my challenge for you is to ask him to speak to you. Ask him to show you what to do and trust that guidance. Okay? Challenge yourself to do something new. Challenge yourself to be better. Challenge yourself to be closer to God each and every day. I hope this was a helpful word for someone out there. And I don't know when I'm going to see you again because I'm super busy right now. But have a good one.